Jen. Thanks again for offering to come by and water. A couple of things both inside the greenhouse and outside. So there are these little seedlings, little broccoli seedlings that will probably need to be watered. I have some ladies coming in Thursday and Friday. They might water them, but if they look dry at all and they feel dry at all, just give them a little water. The hose is here. I usually use the shower function because it kind of just like dribbles out water and doesn't like completely knock over the seedlings. There might also be, depending on what the ladies do tomorrow, there might be these trays filled with seed blocks. And seed blocks are out of this thing. They have like these little compartments, so they're almost like little cubes of soil, and they'll be kind of like punched in here. So there'll be like cubes of soil in these trays with little seeds and like this little indentation on the top. So if those are sitting along this window and you see those in here, water the top. So I always use this mist function right here because the soil blocks are pretty delicate. You want to just lightly mist the tops of the blocks just to keep the seeds wet. So if the blocks look really dry, which I don't know depending on how hot it gets and how much sun is in here, and if the cooler, basically the air conditioner is broken right now, if that stays broken, they might be pretty dry. If the blocks look dry, give me a call and I'll tell you you kind of just like use that shower function and you water kind of like around the sides of the blocks. Like you don't water right directly on top of the block because it'll make it disintegrate, if that makes sense. But you definitely need the tops misted to keep the seeds wet until they germinate. So that will be like the two things in here. You can also check these plants. These were just sitting outside and they're probably pretty damp. But if you're here and you feel them and they feel dry at all, you can give them a little water. And then in terms of outside, so don't worry about any of the beds because all the beds are linked up to irrigation, and I have the irrigation coming on this weekend. But basically anything else that's not linked up to irrigation, like these white pots, these containers, there's that stand-up bed right there. There's this stand-up bed right there. Those are not linked to irrigation. So if you can just check and see if they need to be watered, it could be that because we've had so much rain, it might be totally fine. But if you stick your finger in the soil and like the top inch is dry, then I would go ahead and just give them some water. Probably more so like that little guy with the chives will dry out faster than some of the bigger containers, but just check and see if that stuff needs to be watered. And then, because it looks like, I don't think we're supposed to have more rain, but if we get rain, then obviously you don't have to worry about it. And then there's these pots out here, all this stuff right here in front, that you can actually water with the hose inside. So just open up this door. Let's see if I can show you this on the video. And you can prop it open with this brick. Let's see if I can do this. So show you. Yeah, push the doorway open, prop it open with a brick, and then you can drag this hose out there to water those things. Trying to think if there's anything else. The only other thing I might have you check, see right there under that row, that floating row cover, there are some just little tiny seedlings popping up. There's some rocks holding the ends of that floating row cover on. If you just take those rocks off, you can pull the cover up and you can just check and see. If those look dry, I would give that a little water too. But like I said, it'll all depend on just like how hot it's going to be, how much sun we're getting versus clouds and everything else. So hopefully that won't be too big of a pain for you. I'll be back in town on Sunday, so I plan on coming to check. So just like shoot me a text or give me a call if you have any questions or anything comes up. And yeah, just let me know. Thanks again for your help. Talk to you soon. Bye.